Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Junk drawers are something that almost everyone ends up having in their home, but they serve very little, if any, useful purpose in the home. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to declutter your junk drawer and how to turn it into something much more useful instead. If we haven't met before, I'm Kassy with MakingTimeForGiggles.com. I make videos all about making mom life simple, so be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell next to it if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Now, since I like things to be pretty neat and tidy in my house, I have never liked the idea of having a drawer just to collect junk in. So instead, I have found it to be very useful to have a command center drawer. The main difference between a junk drawer and a command center drawer is that the command center has a specific purpose. So for example, in our command center drawer, we like to keep things that we want to have easy access to and we don't want to have to look for every time we are leaving the house. So we generally will keep our sunglasses, our gum, anything that we want to be able to grab quickly and go when we are leaving the house. Your command center drawer can be anywhere in the house that would be convenient for you. We happen to keep ours in our kitchen just because that is generally where we enter and exit the house from. Now, even if you decide to switch over from having a junk drawer to having a command center drawer, it will still get cluttered up from time to time and you will have to go through and declutter it and organize it again. So I'm going to show you exactly how I am going to declutter my command center drawer and how I'm going to organize and set it back up for use again when I am done. The first thing that I do when I'm decluttering any area is I pull everything out of that spot. I just find it a lot easier to start with a clean slate and have the idea of putting back only what I know I want in that spot. What I do recommend if you are going to do this is also have some sort of bag or receptacle where if you get interrupted in the middle of your task, you can put things into so that you don't just end up putting everything back in the drawer and having to start over again. That way you make sure you only put things back into the drawer or closet or whatever else you're decluttering, things that belong in that spot. All right, let's go ahead and get started pulling everything out of this drawer now. You can see how messy and cluttered up it is in this drawer. So we are going to pull everything out and make it look all nice and organized again. And as I'm pulling everything out of this drawer, I'm making two piles. If I know for sure that something does not belong in this drawer, I am going to put it in one pile, and if I know for sure that something does belong in the drawer, I'm going to put it in a different pile. It will just make my job easier as I am putting everything back. So as you can see, I kind of have one side over here for things I know will be going back into the drawer and another side over here for things I know will probably not be going back into the drawer. One thing that we do like to keep in our command center drawer is receipts, especially for larger items, or we like to use a cash app called Ibotta. So once the receipts have expired or they've already been through the cash app, we obviously don't need to keep those anymore, but sometimes they do end up just sitting in the drawer for a while. And coupons we do like to keep in this drawer because we aren't quite sure usually when we get them if we will be using them in the time frame or not. So we just keep them in this command center drawer, and as we are going somewhere, we can look and see if we are going to someplace that we have a coupon for. But a lot of those things end up expiring and just kind of piling up in the drawer. So that's another good reason it's a good idea to go through your command center drawer every once in a while. And then I just ended up too with a lot of pens in the drawer and a lot of chapsticks. So instead I kind of divided out a couple things that we use frequently, like our dry erase pens and one Sharpie instead of having 3 Sharpies in the drawer, and just keeping 1 pen and 1 highlighter for easy use. And then we had 2 lighters in the drawer for candles and things like that, and I ended up just keeping the smaller one in this drawer, and I will put the other one out in the camping stuff as well. So now we're going to organize and put everything on this side back into the drawer. I like to keep these little guys in our command center drawer as well. They are actually earplugs. Miss Paige is very sensitive to loud noises, and one time when we were at a place, it was just so loud. She was just miserable and in tears, and I went and I bought these, and they were a lifesaver. So now I just keep these in the drawer, and I know if we're going to someplace that is just gonna be really loud, I can take these with us and pop them in her ears if she gets a little overwhelmed. And I do like to keep at least 1 ponytail and some bobby pins downstairs just in case I need to throw my hair up. I usually keep, and I actually found a bunch as I was cleaning out this drawer, some ponytails for the girls as well. But I just find that I don't end up using them out of this drawer because they are so tiny and they just end up getting lost under everything else. And because I typically do the girls' hair upstairs before we come down in the morning. So I don't think I'm going to keep these in this drawer anymore. So as you are creating your own command center drawer, you may find that you thought you were going to use something out of this drawer and never end up going to the drawer for it. Go ahead and put those in a different place. Put things where you will look for them and where you will use them from. And if you have something in the drawer, it doesn't mean that it has to stay there forever just because you thought it was a good idea at one point. So now you can see that this drawer is much neater, much easier to find what I'm looking for when I'm getting ready to go somewhere or do something. And I've found when I declutter it, it usually stays good for quite a while, and then down the road a little bit, I will have to declutter it again, but it honestly doesn't take too much time to get it back to where it needs to go. Now, I wish I could tell you that once you declutter your junk drawer, it will be decluttered forever, but I have just not found that to be the case. It usually stays nice for quite a while, and then I will have to go in and declutter it again. But as you can see from this video, it really didn't take me long at all to do that. And now all I have to do is just go put everything else back where it belongs. And like I said before, if you have to stop at any point in this process, just grab a brown paper bag or a box and put everything that you still have on the counter in that box. That way you don't have to start completely over when you can get back to your project. If you found this video helpful in decluttering your junk drawer, be sure to give it a like so that more people can find it. Again, I'm Kassy with MakingTimeForGiggles.com, and I make videos all about making mom life simple. So be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell next to it to see more videos like this. I'll see you on the next one.